And good morning. I am Tracy Sinclair. Of course, with me, Ariane Arambureau. She is our anchor on the morning news. So I know you guys see her a lot getting up early. One of the projects that we've had for a number of years now. Do you know how many years?
I think like at least 5, but 5 or 6, which has been every time April comes around, they always say make a wish. We like all get excited. So yeah, I'd say the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, we've been doing this Make a Wish million miles donation is what it is. And basically, give us an explanation so we kind of understand what we're talking about when we're asking people to donate. Up to 1 million miles is what we're looking at.
Yeah, so it's the Million Mile Challenge. Of course, it's with Make-A-Wish, Alaska and Washington, but it's basically a campaign for people to donate their airline miles, whether they're about to expire or they just have a ton of airline miles that they want to give. But it's to provide for Make-A-Wish, Alaska and Washington to send these wish kids and their families. You're not just sending the kids, you're sending their entire families to go on these amazing vacations, whether it's Disneyland. We had a girl that went to Hawaii. She wanted to see the eucalyptus trees that look like rainbow trees is what she called them. Disney World's a big hit. They've sent kids to go see, even here in Alaska, they have wish kids that want to go see the Northern Lights. So what you're really doing is helping these kids kind of take a break from the reality of them going through treatment, and it's really a turning point for them. So the Million Mile Challenge, it kicked off April 1st. And our goal, of course, is to raise 1 million miles. And at last check last week, we were already at like 313,000 miles. So you guys have been awesome. And every year we either hit or surpass our goal. So that's last week we introduced Tristan. She was diagnosed with cancer and she's doing well right now. And this week we have JC. His name's Julian, but he likes to go by JC. And he has a pretty incredible story as well. Okay. So we'll check it out.
From birth, JC has always been a fighter.
He was born premature. Should have been in the NICU for an extended time, but we were released in 3 days.
Fast forward to 2015, he wasn't out of the woods just yet.
JC started having seizures, and at first they started when he would get sick, and then it started happening when he was stressed, and we noticed that they were increasing with frequency.
In 2017, JC got an MRI, and that's when they found out he had a brain tumor.
Because of its location, nobody was willing to do any kind of surgery to find out like what kind it was.
Unfortunately, the seizures started to get worse. Wasting no time, they flew to Seattle Children's Hospital for a second opinion, and in January 2020, they found a surgeon willing to operate.
The right temporal lobe, he was able to be fairly aggressive, but didn't want to touch the motor function of my left hand, and didn't want to get into the brainstem. So there's a very small amount left. The chance of anything happening is less than 10%.
During this time, a family friend nominated JC for Make-A-Wish, but because of the pandemic, his trip to Japan was put on hold. However, the show must go on, and JC was offered a second chance, this time choosing to shadow a technician on Broadway.
Because I had done theater work throughout high school, loved it. I had a really supportive community there.
Alaska to New York City. JC and his family got an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the Broadway play, The Book of Mormon.
Yes! I just have a newfound appreciation of this industry. See, the amount of magic that goes behind making something like that happen is astronomical.
They were just very generous with their time. They shared show secrets, which was super fun.
They also got to play tourists, exploring the Big Apple, taking a big bite out of an unforgettable trip. And just how the theater community rallied around JC in New York, they're thankful for the hometown support as well.
If you're somebody struggling with these kinds of problems, keep the people that help you close to you. They were invaluable.
We couldn't have gotten through all of this without our wonderful people.
Well, that just sounds amazing.
Oh my gosh, she got to go behind the scenes to a Broadway play, The Book of Mormon. I haven't seen that one, but they said when they went, they literally just kind of dropped everything and made JC and his mom and his whole family for that feel just like a part of the crew.
I always tear up when we do these stories. How's JC doing now?
So JC is actually, he's been seizure-free for 3 years, and he's doing well. So, and he's a character, and he loves a good pun. Every time we did the interview with him, he was just had one line after another. But that's just one of so many stories. Of course, this month we're featuring 4 Wish kids. We've got Kristen, JC, who you just saw. We're going to have beat Addie, and then also Tristan, who's an 8-year-old, and he loves all things Halloween and scary. So when he was in the hospital, he would wear like Halloween masks and scare the nurses and things like that. And he wanted to go to Disneyland for their big kind of like creepy time in the fall when they do that. But you know, those wishes are possible because they can go and fly the whole family. You know, right now, Make-A-Wish Alaska and Washington is working on granting about 55 wishes for kids in Alaska, and nearly every wish is scheduled for April through August. It involves airline travel. You know, these donated airline miles are going to help grant wishes now and also help them build up, you know, their mileage bank. And for many of these kids, this is a huge turning point for them in their illness or their treatments.
Every 65,000 miles that get donated, that's one plane ticket that Make-A-Wish doesn't have to pay for. So it really just gives them the opportunity, because as you saw with JC's family, it's not only him that gets to go, but I believe that was his sister and his parents,
mom, dad, yeah, and him.
Get to go. So it's a lot of airline miles, and you know, I know a lot of us in Alaska, we like our travel, we like our airline miles.
Yep.
Not only on, you know, flying, but on our credit cards. We do a lot to build those up. So if you do have the ability to donate a little bit, and it's always helpful and really appreciated for so many of these kids that just get the chance to go on these adventures.
It's so amazing, and we can't wait for you to hear the story. So if you're wondering, okay, how do we donate our airline miles? Well, pull out your phone right now. If you're on your phone watching us, we appreciate it, but find another phone, maybe somebody's there with you, and scan this QR code that is on the screen right now. So we're going to give you some time to get a phone out, find a phone, but this will take you right to the link that is on our website. If you are on your phone, you can go to our website, that's alaskasnewssource.com, and at the top of our page, you'll see it says Million Mile Challenge, I believe, and if you click on that, it'll take you right there where you can donate. And let's see if we can pull it up. Yep, there it is. So Million Mile Challenge right there at the top. Click on that and it'll take you to the homepage there where you can donate the airline miles. So again, our big goal is 1 million miles. Like I said, when we kicked off our campaign April 1st, within the first week, we were already at about 313,000 miles, and I actually have the number for where we're sitting at right now. I kind of want to hold on to it, and you have to watch the morning edition tomorrow to see how many miles we've raised, or should I tell him, Tracy? I think I told Tracy. Should we let him know?
I think we should. No, I think we should keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret, okay.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
There is that QR code once again. If you do have the ability to donate miles, again, 65,000 miles is what it takes for one ticket that they don't have to buy, and it's really quite simple. Flash your phone at that QR code. And you don't need a reader. I, being the little old lady that I am, for a long time thought I needed a QR code reader. You do not need to do that. You just have to point your camera at that QR code and it'll pop up, and you can follow the website to our website where you have the opportunity to donate those miles.
And every bit counts. Don't feel like, oh, we don't have thousands of miles to donate. If you only have, I don't know, 15, 20, whatever the case may be, and you want to donate something, I know Make-A-Wish, they also take monetary donations. That's completely up to you. But with this campaign, we're asking people to donate their airline miles. So you can do either or, and it'll take you right to the website. And again, there's Make-A-Wish, the big chapter, but they have separate chapters. So Make-A-Wish Alaska and Washington helps those Wish kids here in Alaska get to those places that, you know, help make some of their dreams come true, and really is a turning point in their treatment. And, you know, a lot of people have the misconception that Make-A-Wish is for terminally ill kids. Yeah. It's life-threatening illnesses. So in fact, we've been doing this 5-6 years, and all the kids that we featured, they're all doing well.
That's great. Yeah. That is so good to hear, because you know, you want, it's nice to hear happy stories and success stories, and glad that JC and his family got to go to the adventure of Broadway. So thank you so much for joining us here. And again, if you want to go to alaskasnewssource.com, it's very easy. Just go there. You can go ahead and donate your miles there. You can also follow that QR code that we were showing you just a little bit, and you can donate your miles. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for joining us.
And tune in tomorrow for the morning edition to see JC's story on air and to get the update on where we're at with our mileage bank. You'll be pretty surprised and pretty excited.
Alaskans are being very generous, guys, and we appreciate it and appreciate you guys doing the same. Thank you so much for joining us.